It is day number 3 of the Democratic National Convention here. We're at the Pepsi Center, where the working crew here has just finished cleaning up about an inch of grime and muck from the floor. They had quite a party here last night, Rick. As it was much filthier this morning as we came in than it was the previous 2 mornings. But quite a party last night, of course, as more of that continues tonight. Then we move to Invesco Field for Thursday night. Now, as part of the KRMG Election Experience 2008, we bring to you the upper echelon of analysts that can provide some perspective on this. And joining us now from the upper echelon of analysts is none other than Patrick J. Buchanan. Pat Buchanan, thank you, sir, for joining us out here.
Well, thank you for inviting me over, fellas.
Give us first, please, your thumbnail perspective on the proceedings here so far at the Democratic National Convention.
I think both Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton's speeches were excellent. Michelle Obama was doing something different. She was trying to dissolve the impression that has been formed of her as sort of a radical, militant feminist, angry, someone who's not happy with America. And I think she did an excellent job of that. We don't know what the returns are going to be yet. We haven't seen any polls. Hillary Clinton endorsed Barack Obama fully, called on her folks to vote for him. She did not embrace him, however. This was she did what was exactly correct and expected of her, but I don't think she went any further than that. She did not, skewer John McCain on his behalf. She talked as much about her record and accomplishments as she did about him in the future. And I think it was a professional performance. It's an unconditional endorsement, but it's something other than arms around Barack Obama.
Do you think at some point, or at this point, perhaps some of the Democrats here are having buyer's remorse with regards to Barack Obama, that maybe they did pick the wrong person?
Oh, I'm sure the Hillary Clinton folks are having buyer's remorse. I think they're loyal to her. I think they're more supporters. As I said today on my network, she has something that Goldwater had, for example, and McGovern briefly, a following. People who are devotedly loyal to her and who love her. And she cannot transfer that profound and deep affection to someone else. She can try to make the effort. But I do believe this. Barack Obama made a horrible mistake in not picking this woman as his vice president. I worked with Richard Nixon, and if he and I had sat down and I told him, this fella got 18 million votes and she got 18 million votes and she won the big states and she closed stronger and he got the nomination, well, he said that's the ticket. And why he did not do that, why he passed her over and picked Joe Biden to go out and re-win the Hillary Democrats really escapes me. And if Barack Obama loses this election, I think the reason will be given certainly by Hillary's folks, but by more than that he made a mistake in not picking this man.
You're the author of the new book, Churchill, Hitler, and the Unnecessary War, How Britain Lost Its Empire, the West Lost the World. A lot of people here have been talking about how Hillary Clinton, had the John Edwards scandal been known back during the Iowa caucuses, she would be the winner this week, and Barack Obama would be the person who would be considered as a potential vice presidential candidate. That's if things in history had happened differently. But with your new book, you're also looking at how things in history could have been vastly different, particularly American involvement in the war.
Exactly. Let me make a point about today. The great mistake of the British wasn't Munich. That was a disaster, a diplomatic debacle. But Munich did not cause World War II. It was a war guarantee given in panic and haste and humiliation by Neville Chamberlain to Poland after Czechoslovakia collapsed and the Munich deal collapsed. He said, in effect, if you defy the Germans, if you defy Hitler on Danzig, the British Empire will go to war for you. And the Poles defied Hitler, and the British went to war, even though the British didn't believe Danzig should be retained by the Poles. Today we are talking about giving war guarantees to Ukraine and Georgia in the form of bringing them into a NATO alliance. Under Article 5, the United States has got to go to war if they're attacked. And the fellow running Georgia unilaterally went and started a war with Russia on his own. Is it wise for America to hand a war guarantee to an erratic, unstable individual like that to get us into a war with Russia? That is the fundamental point of the book. No great nation should ever give another country the capacity to draw it into a war it does not want.
Patrick J. Buchanan, Churchill, Hitler, and the Unnecessary War, How Britain Lost Its Empire and the West Lost the World. Mr. Buchanan, thank you, sir, so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Enjoyed it, you guys. It's been a while since I've been out there in Oklahoma and got beat a couple times.
You're welcome to come back anytime. We'd love to see you.
Thank you very kindly.
Thank you.